So these are attachments for like electric clippers that stop it from just like shaving all the way down. So like this would keep it at the longest. See, it just doesn't let the blade reach all the way. And so I was shaving and I was trying to figure out what length I want my hair at. So each time I would attach a clipper, shave, be like, I want it shorter. And so then I'd set it down, detach, look up, I want it shorter. So then I'd attach a new one. And I moved all the way down and I was like down here and I was like, you know what? I like this length. So I attached it, picked it up, set it back down, detached it, and looked up and I was like, I like this length. Let me just even it out. So I pick up the razor, forgetting to put it back on.
Welcome to the Black Box's version of Taskmaster. This is the game show where funny people are put through funny tasks for a chance to win some amazing prizes. Only way to get those sweet, supple points is to impress the Taskmaster. Speaking of which, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to our Taskmaster, Aiden McMahon.
Good evening.
Is that going to be the voice you do all evening?
Listen, Zach, you're already on thin ice. Don't push it.
I understand. Don't you even worry about it. Okay. Well, as we know, all Taskmaster episodes start off with a prize task. A prize task is where our contestants, Ian Topple, Catherine Fleck, Shay Pratt, and someone who had some scheduling conflicts here.
Hunter!
But we'll see
The
him.
Gatherer.
The episode, Hunter Golick! Yay! So the prize task is where fun contestants bring in some lovely prizes to win, and whoever has the most points awarded by the Taskmaster by the end of the episode gets to take them all home. For today's prize task, we've asked all of our lovely contestants to bring in the best piece of trash.
Oh, but Zach, you're already here.
Thank you, Aiden. For do I get 5 points?
Zach, just roll it. I want to see Ian's first.
All right. Okay, Ian's first. Thank you.
I brought in was a envelope package, one of those yellow ones, you know, the cross-fusion envelope packages. It was lined with bubble wrap because it had something very valuable
Ian,
in there.
do you know what this reminds me of?
Yes.
Banana? Me too.
Yeah, I was about to say, have you seen the canvas that has a banana duct taped to it and was sold for like millions of dollars? I think that level of importance being placed on banana is similar to the way that you're talking about this package. All right, well, I think we've got to continue to Shay Pratt.
Can I change it?
Change
Can you
it.
change it?
Yeah, can I do a different thing?
No.
Okay, so I brought something really interesting. Now, I was on a beach and I was like having a really good time walking. And I saw this really beautiful thing that really inspired me, really made me think. But I think that some would construe it as trash. So I just put a little heart around it to signify how deep and how much we don't know the history of this rubber spatula, and that I think that even though you shouldn't touch it because it might be like super dangerous to touch, because it might have like stirred something like radioactive at some point. I don't even know.
One can only hope.
I know, but I thought that was like really beautiful, and I wanted
Zach,
to share.
remind me of the prompt again.
Best piece of trash.
Now, what I appreciate about that is, Shay, you didn't make it about the way in which you were presenting the trash. You made it about the trash itself and the story that the trash told.
Thank you, Aiden. I appreciate that feedback.
Sure.
So what did Katie bring?
Go ahead, Katie.
So I brought my sister. She was in the kitchen and she was cooking ravioli, and I caught her off guard.
Now, it sounds to me like with this cycle of reuse, this sounds more like a piece of recycling so far. So could you please sell me on that this is trash?
Oh no, this is trash. This
Oh, okay.
It has no use. I promise.
That makes me feel much better. All right.
Okay, good.
So for hunters, as he is the last one, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I have what he said about his piece of trash. Let me
Right.
just get it in the docket real quick.
Zach, I'm going to need you to read that in your best impression of Hunter.
My best impression of Hunter. Okay. Trash as anything in a trash can. So my trash is this gay eagle wearing a collar. And that's all he said.
Now, what I appreciate about our contestants today is that they all had very different takes on this prompt.
Yes, they did. So who do you want to award the points to?
I think that we're going to start off with Ian. Ian, you took the prompt very literally, and you did do your best to sell it, but I feel like you were using the salesman tactic of selling yourself rather than the trash. And so that is going to lose you some points. I'm going to go ahead and give Ian 2 points.
2 points. Okay. And
I value your feedback.
Shay is going to. Shay's was very convincing. I think Shay is going to receive 4 points.
Wow. Very impressive. Katie, how many points?
Now, this is difficult. I think that there are a lot of factors at play here with this. I valued your interpretation, and I also thought that your confidence in selling it was very much there. However, I don't want your sister to hate me, so I think it's going to have to be a 3.
A 3. Okay, and how many does Hunter get?
Hunter gets 1.
1?
Hunter, while I appreciated his choice and I liked his prize, it didn't feel like he really attempted to pursue making it appear as trash.
Interesting. So Shelly gets 4 points, Katie gets 3 points, Ian gets 2 points, and Hunter only gets 1 point.
Correct.
There we go.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Hello? Hi.
Hello?
So, I will be honest, I'm going into this blind.
All right, here we go. Stick yourself with as many sticky notes as you can.
You have 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Most sticky notes wins. Your time starts now. Oh no.
God.
Read it aloud. Oh wait, read it aloud.
Oh, stick yourself with as many. I
Sorry.
feel like I'm cheating.
So that's the first task, and we're gonna move right along to seeing 3 of the members who have actually come here tonight. We have Ian, Katie, and Shaylee in their first task.
Oh, go.
Oh.
I'm gonna do so poorly at this.
3, 4. Oh, they're falling off. 5.
Got 2. 3.
Can they be like layered?
Sure.
9, 10, 11, 12.
You have 10 seconds left.
Oh
14, 15.
Okay, time's up.
Ah,
Okay, time's up. Wait, stop. Okay, time's up. Time's up. No more sticking.
no. Okay.
That was a very good round for all 3 of them. So first up for Ian, he successfully stuck 5 sticky notes to himself. That's a good job. Then up next, we have Katie with 8 sticky notes, 3 more than Ian. Wow. And last but not least for this part of the challenge, Shaylee got a full 13 points. Wow, 13 sticky notes stuck to her. However, we still have one more person to see. And do you know who that is, Aiden?
You know, I suspect it might be a hunter-gatherer.
You're correct, Aiden. Good job. Good job, sir. I love you. Okay.
You're pushing it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay, don't you even worry about it. Here it comes.
6, 7. Jeez.
You just reached 15 seconds.
God. You know what? I'm going to count these as 3. 10, 11, 12. You know what? Why don't I just stick the whole
Time stops.
packet on there?
Hunter brilliantly realized that he could take the back off the sticky notes and just stick the whole thing to himself. So Hunter successfully stuck 35 sticky notes to himself. Wow. So in order from best to worst, we have Hunter with 35, Shaylee with 13, Katie with 8, and Ian with 5. However, sir, I have to be honest, sir, I've made a grave error in writing this task.
Because you didn't say remain stuck to you.
Oh, a lot of them fell off.
That's okay.
Does that count?
No, they don't count.
They don't count if they fell off?
You have to still be
But
on.
it just said that I had to stick them. It didn't say they had to stay.
Well, I guess you're right.
Yeah, thank you, Zach.
Yeah, the challenge was kind of easy. They technically could have stuck them to themselves and just thrown them off. But none of them did that, sir. That being said, you're still the Taskmaster, so you could still award the points however you feel, except the numbers do change a little bit like this. But, okay, so now
Let me hear the revised numbers.
the revised numbers. So we're going to start with Shaylee, who had 13 stuck to her, but had used 17 that had stuck to her. Next up, we have Katie, who had originally had 8 stuck to her, but had used 15 sticky notes. There you go. And then we have Ian here, who had 5 sticky notes originally stuck to him, but ended up using 11 sticky notes. And then we have Hunter, who only used the very small number of 35 still. He stuck all of them on him and successfully did it. So Hunter was the only one to successfully do the challenge with my mistake. And just so you know, the numbers do not change at all. It goes Hunter, Shaylee, Katie, and then Ian. But however you want to award the points is up to you.
Ian is once again going to be receiving 2 points.
Oh, okay. All right.
Now, I think that Shay is going to be receiving 4 points.
Okay.
And
All right.
Hunter, for his wonderful innovation, will be receiving 5. Now, Katie, I noticed something unfortunate about that clip. And that's going to be that you began sticking sticky notes before the challenge started.
30 seconds. Most sticky notes wins. Your time starts now. Oh,
And for that reason, the spirit of the Taskmaster coursing through me tells me that I have to disqualify that attempt for you.
So Katie gets 0 points, Ian gets 2, Shaylee gets 4, and Hunter gets 5 points. This next task up, it's going to get a little bit poetic, and a little bit of a love letter to our Taskmaster. Am I right, Aiden? Do you love me?
I like this task, is what I like.
Oh my god.
Write a poem about the Taskmaster.
write a poem about the Taskmaster. You have 5 minutes.
Best poem wins. Your time starts now.
In elementary school, we read this poem called "Oh Captain, My Captain."
Let's look up some rhymes.
I'm trying to come up with rhymes. I'm not very good at poems, I'll be honest.
Let's see. Aiden. His name rhymes with Braden.
I despise this poem, but it's going to be my inspiration. So my poem is going to be titled Taskmaster, oh, Taskmaster. Wait, Captain, oh, my Captain. Taskmaster, oh, my Taskmaster. I can't even say it anymore.
I was thinking about a haiku, and then I couldn't remember if it was 575 or 757.
Maracas.
Task. Lask. Nothing rhymes with task.
Okay, I'm done.
And done.
I'm done.
Now, this is a task after my own heart, and as someone as great as me, I imagine this was an easy task for all of you.
Exactly.
I'm also incredibly humble and bad at taking comments. I think that it's only appropriate that I adapt my hairstyle to a more artistic, poetic.
Oh, beautiful, sir. Beautiful, sir.
As we move into this next task.
Aiden, your name rhymes with Braden. Maracas, they're what he's shaking. Aiden's the Taskmaster, and he makes sure that life isn't a disaster.
I have throughout my entire life been stacked against other Aidens, Bradens, Cadens, Jadens.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little tired.
Okay, I understand, sir. But maybe this one will cheer you up because she did not mention Bradens or Cadens or Aidens at all. Don't even worry about it.
Aiden, not Braden or Iron Maiden. He's sweet. He's the kind of guy you'd give a hug on the street when you meet to greet. Nice. He's got fits on fits, and he doesn't have tits, but his ass looks great in a skirt.
I just want you to know, sir, before you continue, that she actually wrote bows at the end of it, just so she gave you a little bow. So if that goes into account.
I think that most certainly will.
That's good. That's good. Okay, and next up, we have either Shaylee or Hunter. Who will know in 2 seconds?
Oh, sorry. Let me restart. Taskmaster. Oh, my Taskmaster. Have you mastered the task? Because in my humble opinion, the task is far out of my dominion. With your sticky notes and tasks left to master, I am but overwhelmed, and my opponents will say, I will outlast her. In a poem form I despise, and a task I am ill-equipped for, my poem will end in a series of ellipsis or, and then ellipsis.
It felt classical. I feel like a lot of mileage was gained through the words Taskmaster.
Okay, and next up, and finally, your favorite contestant, Hunter.
The Taskmaster Aiden. He really does great on the show Black Box. He's quick as a fox, has wonderful socks, eyes like a hawk, and long, luscious locks. Every time I see him, my heart flutters, and I just can't help but to gawk. One day, he told me to join props for a little shop, but the plant turned out to be a crock of crap. Thank you.
Fun fact, the reason that Hunter joined the theater department is because I convinced him that making the plant for a Little Shop of Horrors would be a blast.
So, and we all know how that story ended so successfully.
Yes. Oh my gosh, the plant was fantastic.
Very smart decision. But in actuality, I am very happy that he's part of our department.
As am I.
Yes. So, Mr. Taskmaster, how do you want to award these points?
I think that he will share that ranking with Katie.
Ooh.
Who flattered me. I take great pride in my fits. And though I don't have tits, my ass does look great in a skirt. And then I think that there's going to be another shared ranking. I think that both Shay and Hunter are going to be at the 3 mark. This was a tough one to rank, and I think that it's difficult to fully recall the emotions of each of these poems. And so I'm not sure that this is the fairest ranking I've given, but it's final because it's mine.
So that means we've got 3 points to Shaylee, 3 points to Hunter, 4 points to Katie, and 4 points to Ian.
That sounds right.
So now we move on to our final task, the live task, which Hunter cannot participate in because he is not here. I apologize for messing that up, Aiden. Anyways, okay, so the live task, we're going to have, let's have Ian, you're going to read this task.
Draw a duck blindfolded. Best duck wins. You have 90 seconds to create your masterpiece. Your time starts when Zach says go.
You can close your eyes. You don't have to actually blindfold yourself. Okay.
Oh, wait. I thought that we were drawing a blindfolded duck.
So your time starts now.
would normally make so much.
You have 50 seconds left. Oh, Shaylee throws her hands up in despair and now has lost her place most likely.
Jay, if you want, I'm gonna offer this piece of advice to all of you. You can probably feel the index when you've done so.
10 seconds.
9, 8, 7.
6, 5, 4. I was trying to correct you and help you out. Okay, time's up. I've stopped the clock. Everyone put your hands up. Okay, let's see these ducks. Aiden, you choose whoever you want to go first.
I'd like Katie to start.
This is my artistic interpretation of a duck. And then I have bread up here, and that's a no-no because Rydell says bread is really bad for ducks and you should feed them seeds.
That sign for the no bread was very accurate. You know, forget the ugly duckling. I think that was the uncanny valley duckling. We're gonna move on to Shay.
So I was going for more of like a modern art, line art, Picasso style, black and white type of look. So this is what, can you see it?
Now I can.
What I came up with. So I was going for kind of like a political style,
Of course.
has a deeper meaning. So I hope that you enjoy my piece of art.
Ian.
I went with a more, well, you can flip up. Oh, let me just. This is what I did. I wrote out quack because mine, if you listen to the paper, there's noise. And if you can see right here, there's a duck. Like, it looks like a rubber duck. But you can see here is another duck if you flip like this. And then another duck, and I'm realizing what it looks like. And that, that was very unintentional. But then you have a fourth duck like this again. So really, it's 4 ducks in one.
Mr. Taskmaster, how would you like to award the points?
Now, that's an interesting question. I'm going to go ahead and say that Hunter is disqualified, of course. Hunter gets 0 points.
Wow. Okay. Did not.
That's just coming out of the gate with some hard decisions. I think that Ian, I thought about incurring that the prompt only asks for 1 duck, but it doesn't specify that you can't have more than 1. Ian, I'm going to give you a 2 for your phallic blunder. Shay, I really liked your take on selling the duck to me. However, it was a little reminiscent of Ian's first task, and I think it would be unfair to judge you differently for that tactic. I'm going to go ahead and give you a 4 because you really did sell me on it. And then finally, Katie, your duck was surprisingly intact. Especially, I was impressed by the no bread sign. I that was impressive. So Ian has 2, Shay has 4, and Katie has 5. Hunter has 0.
5 points for Katie. And now we will see the end results for our show. In last place, we have Hunter with 9 points. We'll show a beautiful picture of him. Next up, third place, we have Ian with 10 points. And in first place, well, I would make it more suspenseful to do first place first.
I don't think that's how suspense works.
Okay, I'll do second place. Second place, we have with 12 points, Katie, making Shaylee today's winner with 15 points. Woo!
Now, Shay, with 15 points, please go up to the internet and find the address of everyone else, and then go and steal their prizes.
I'll send you the pictures, Shaylee.
So, what did we learn here today? Zach?
Oh, in the show usually.
No, it was a rhetorical question. Zach
Hmm?
learned the dangers of being a yes man.
Yeah. No.
No, Zach, what'd you learn?
I learned that trash is one man's trash is a taskmaster's treasure.
Oh, that's sweet, Zach.
Thank you, sir.
Now, to my esteemed guests and contestants, thank you for participating. For our rambunctious audience members, thank you for watching. This has been not our first foray into a game show, but I think our best foray because I was the host.
Oh, yes. Thank you, sir, and thank you all of you for watching.
You piece of shit.
Yay! Yay!